Hello, and welcome to yet another edition of me trying to figure out where exactly I am in the video game. But it must be pretty close to the end, as far as I know. Alright, give me a second. I gotta turn this volume up. There we go. Now I can hear it. Aqueduct Assault. Ooh. Alright, well, I don't know what happened, but my recording equipment went kind of haywire for a bit there, and I can't record Xbox 360 footage for reasons that don't make any sense to me. I'll get to that, though, shortly. I do sort of need sound to actually play this. Alright, is this one of those... Oh, okay. I'm fine with that, just... Yeah, it's one of those. Every platform collapses. 1, 2, 3... And I died. That was just pure greed. Alright, off we go. Alright, let's see how coordinated I am today. Very coordinated is the answer. More banana coins. Oh. See, I don't get it sometimes when they, Oh, wow. I can't even believe I hit that. Goodness. Alright, off we go. Collect all the bananas. No, I want the... What? And suddenly, none of the platforms collapse. You. Off we go. Another heart. Ooh, doo-doo. Oh, this is a neat gimmick. I suppose. Oh, and this time it's the entire structure is collapsing. That's pretty cool. Oh, they're nasty. Sorry. Wish I had something interesting to say, but I really try to concentrate here. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. One stage. One shot. Boom. See, this is what you need to do when take a break from games for a little bit. I don't know why. The first game, I always felt frustrated, but this one I seem to just kind of roll with it. Anyway, I'm just kind of happy with my Eschatos original easy clear, so I'm in a good mood. Finally, after 5 or 6 hours of work, hooray! I know it's going to be longer for every game subsequent to it, but that's life. Blurry Flurry. Is there like mid-bosses in Donkey Kong games? I can't even remember. Probably. Yes. Yes would be my guess. Yes is the guess. Yes. Wow. Okay. Now this is Theology Gaming, isn't it? You know what? Let's have a discussion about something. I don't know why this has been on my mind lately, but oh crap. Dumb Cranky Kong. Yes, let's talk about Fate and how it's horrible. Anyway, it doesn't matter which one you have in these kinds of stages. Anyway, I don't know why, but my family has recently been having discussions about biblical inerrancy. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun, huh? So, here's the thing. I think biblical inerrancy to some degree is true. Because if it wasn't, then we would have no reason to actually read scripture other than tradition, experience, reason, etc. Which all seem kind of like really underdeveloped ways to talk about the authority of the Bible, which just seems weird to me. So, this document that's been passed down for generations obviously has some import, and there's some special way to describe it. We just don't know what to say quite about it. Sources of authority are important and that sort of thing. Anyway, did I not even hit a midway point? Wowzers, that's long. And I just got hit. I'm dumb. Okay, anyway. So, but I think when people think inerrancy, they're thinking like, there's a difference between saying that the Bible is inerrant, i.e. without error, and also saying that it is, what is the word? Not necessarily that it is a, what do you call it? True in the rational logical sense. Okay, I just got hit there. Great. I'll probably be on this level for a while because I'm trying to talk about an important theological topic while I'm also trying to not get hit by things. Both of which seem like tasks that are counterintuitive to each other. I really just need to hit the checkpoint. Also, wow. Why is this game so horrible to me? And see, I was right at the checkpoint. Hooray. Did I just... Oh my god. Yes, got it. Okay, so... biblical inerrancy does not necessarily mean it is true in the way that a logical, rational person of the 20th century would say that something is true. Rather, it means that whatever the story or the tale is in the Bible that you're talking about is true in the sense that it has some truth to reality, right? Just take the story, take the creation stories. There's two in Genesis, for example, right? There's two of them, and one says like God created the heavens and the earth and all this stuff, and then the other one kind of talks about like, well, God created this and that, right? Now, from one perspective, that those are contradicting narratives. Right? One says a lot of other things. I mean, you can try to harmonize them if you're that sort, but I don't. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get why you would want to. But to say that they're contradicting is assuming that those authors were operating on a framework like the modern world. And look, I did it again. Anyway, it's assuming that the Bible was written in a time where people were thinking in this way, right? Using rationality, logic, etc., which has been helpful for human civilization in the modern world, but its efficacy in normal life does not mean it's the only valid way to reach actual truth, as theology should teach you anyway. So, when somebody says this or that, you know, oh no, I can't believe these two things are contradicting, you know, I'm not really all that worried about it. So, in what sense are the stories true? That's the real question. And well, they might be true in the sense that they tell us something about God. So, what does... oh, you know what? That was silly. I knew that was going to happen, and I did it anyway. It's like seeing a car wreck in slow motion. Anyway, so in what sense are the creation stories true? Well, they do tell us something about God. They tell us about how things came into existence in terms of a story-based way, right, in a pre-scientific culture. So, if you think of it in that way, it's fundamentally different because it tells you something about God's character, and it's not necessarily just there to like tell you how the universe came into being. Okay, you know, like that like Ken Ham dude, and he has those debates with Bill Nye. Like those things are the silliest, and I don't understand why people put so much stock into them. Okay, I knew that was going to happen. I don't care. I have so many lives. It doesn't even matter. But I don't know why people like watch these like train wrecks or Kirk Cameron debating actual scientists. Like, what the heck? Are you kidding? Why have these people decided they are like scientific authorities? Science is science. Science is not based on quote-unquote biblical principles, whatever, okay? It's a means of discovering certain kinds of information which are empirical in nature. Religion is not often empirical in nature, hence I don't understand the constant discussions between atheists and believers on, you know, what's the, you know, is evolution true and all this sort of thing. Who the heck knows? Evolution is the best possible explanation for things in natural phenomena that occurred using empirical reasoning. And that's pretty much the long and the short of it. There's like not much else to it. So anyway, oh, and you know what? I wasn't even paying attention. So anyway, to say it succinctly, the Bible's not a science textbook. I'm drinking coffee right now. And anyone who claims it is has clearly not read the Bible, because I can't imagine a single other place in the Bible where it decides it wants to be a science textbook suddenly. Other than Genesis, you know. Does that mean I believe in evolution? I have no idea. Sounds silly to me. Is it the best possible explanation at this point in time? From a purely empirical perspective, probably. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I have a theology degree. I don't do the science. Oh, I missed that. That is a huge disappointment. Anyway, so what does that have to do with biblical inerrancy? Okay, well, if the Bible is quote-unquote untrue in a scientific sense, then who cares? That's really what I mean to say. Because that was, like, not even the point of why the things were written in the first place, so I don't know why you would be looking for it there. Oh, boy, look at this. I probably talked about it on the show before, but man, every time it comes up, it's just super silly, and I just don't get it. Oh, this is neat. Am I supposed to be doing something? Or is the game on? Oh, okay. What? I guess I was supposed to be doing something. Weirdly enough. Or the game kind of didn't really signpost it. Oh, okay, there we go. So, what? Yeah, okay, this is interesting. Whoa! No! This is basically pure memorization. There's literally no way you would know which platforms are going to fall down. Anyway, it's a fascinating discussion, and I encourage you to think about it a little bit more, you know? Think about it. Like, how silly would people who wrote those books in the Old Testament think you were if you were like, oh yeah, it's a science book. It's like, in what sense is it a science book? Oh, good. That would have been bad. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, finally I get this. Oh, come on. 301. This is getting retarded. Oh, I said a non-PC word, didn't I? Oh, crap. Oh, well. Oh, I feel really bad about myself. I think I'm going to go drink coffee instead. Alright, well, I had a long, obtuse discussion with myself. Anyway, to make a conclusion of it... Okay, does that open up? To make a conclusion of it, biblical inerrancy does not necessarily have to mean it needs to be a logically, rationally true account of what happened. It could be that the story itself is true, and that the creation account that probably actually happened is beyond human comprehension, right? Again, just think of it that way. Yeah, I just want extra life balloons because everything else is like... I just can't even use the DK coins. There's just too many. Yeah, I'm sure I want to exit the shop. Snowmans? I didn't even know what their name was. Alright, I think I could go for one more. Depends. Yeah, I just go one more. I do at some point want to finish this game, and probably by the end of the year. How long have I been playing this? A long time. Anyway, that's the issue of the day in my head. I don't know. Every time it comes up, it's like, you know, so when your pastor preaches something about, like, the end times or something, oh, man. Do we really have to preach about this? It just seems very, it's always on, like, shaky ground. Do you get what I mean? Okay, I guess I'm an evangelical by upbringing, if you want to call it that way. Also, those... Okay, that's what those are for. It's a neat gimmick, though. Okay, up we go. Grab. So, I'm an evangelical. I go to an evangelical church, let's be honest. And, you know, it's just frustrating me. The weird drive towards figuring out whether or not we're the last generation that exists on Earth. It's like, come on, guys. Really? There are, like, so many more important things we could be talking about, but instead we're talking about the end times. Why? I don't know. And, you know, if you really want to be a stickler about it, you just point out this verse that says that only God knows the day or the hour, and Jesus does not. So, assuming there is a rapture, and assuming a whole lot of other things, anyway, just so you guys know, the basic assumption of most evangelical denominations seems to be that there is going to be a coming time when, you know, Christ returns and raptures everybody and kind of sucks them up into the air, which is kind of supported by 1 Thessalonians 4:15, if I remember correctly. So yeah, and yeah, because Paul says he'll be taken up into the air and all that sort of thing. Oh goodness, that was a close jump. So yeah, it's just, it doesn't feel that important, because most of the time those kind of messages come down to, well, you know, anyway, just live like, you know, Jesus coming soon. And it's like, oh, wow, thanks. You know, that's really enlightening. Okay. Oh, am I grabbing onto this platform? No. I feel like there should have been something in the middle there. Oh, maybe I'm... Oh, it's a spring. Okay. There we go. I got it. I got it. I'm on top of it. I had to back away from the microphone. That was just silly. Yeah, also, I'm not a dispensationalist, if you're also curious. If you know what dispensationalism is, give yourself a cookie. Because I'm just not even going to bother to describe it, because to me, it just seems pretty silly. Yeah, and probably not the best idea to base your theology on something that came about 200 years ago? Because, you know, time and distance should tell you that people have not been thinking about this for very long. And they just sort of like, okay, yeah, it's happening soon. The end's happening soon. How do we know? We just do. Just believe us. For some reason. Yeah, we got it, guys. We got it. We're in the last dispensation. You guys missed out on that. Oh, goodness, look at this. I'm so flustered from this theological discussion that I can't even bother to play the game right. Zach, what's wrong with you? Look at, I did it again. Look at this. Look at this silliness. That's because if you move and you try to slam the thing at the same time, you just roll off like a dummy. So you basically have to be standing still. Alright, dumb snowflake. Oh, did I mention this is an interesting gimmick for a level? Yeah. No! What? What the heck? I just slid off. Like a dumb monkey. Alright, anyway. I'm gonna figure this out. It's unclear to me what the game wants me to do. This is like... Wait, I don't... What the heck? How am I supposed to get across that chasm? What? Problem is, if I let go, I just kind of slide off. But if I, what do you call it? Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, was I supposed to learn something earlier in the stage that I missed? I don't get... How am I supposed to slam the thing? Like, is there a technique that I'm missing? Oh, you can do it at the same time. I did not know that. Yeah, ugh, this grab button. If I do end up actually writing a review of this, I'm gonna complain about this grab button, because, man, is it ever the bane of my existence. This is much better as a 2-button game. There we go. And I messed that up. Okay, there we go. How many lives did I lose? 10? Yeah, 10. Also, I was talking about dispensationalism. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. I find most discussions of end times stuff to be really silly. That's my final opinion. Why? Because, you know, if Jesus doesn't know, I'm pretty sure nobody else knows either. And Revelation, for all you know, could be a metaphorical account of what could possibly happen, or it could be a depiction of Nero and the persecution of the Christians during the Roman Empire. There's like a million other explanations that are probably more likely, and I fell down again because I am talking about important subjects. Is this going to be the point where all my lives dissipate? No. No, it's not. I'm going to get it. Also, this is a weird stage, considering this game mostly is about fast-paced stages, right? I'm just holding on, because, like... Oh, boy, look at this. Look at this. Crazy. What am I supposed to do? Oh. Oh, good. Oh, more of this. More of this hold, like, 3 or 4 buttons at once sort of thing. Oh. At least when you hold the grab button, it does automatically grab. So. Oh, cranky Kong, yeah. That's what I want. Are you serious? I can't bounce on those? He's like the worst person to have then. Ah. Yeah. See, this is usually why I don't talk about these things, because my brain is like at 2 different places. I'm trying to talk about 2 different things. Especially when there's like evil like snowflakes that want to kill me. I try not to talk about theology. Just that has been a common rule in my life. When evil snowflakes want to attack me, I don't play video games. And I don't talk about theology. Oh, come on. Really? Goodness. I don't know. I don't really like this stage. Oh god, I did it again. I bounced myself to my own death. Oh, come on. Yeah, at least it's challenging. Probably mostly due to my incompetence. Yeah, you gotta watch for that stupid owl over there. It'll probably make your day pretty unpleasant. And, yeah. He threw that way too fast for me to even react. Whoop. Been a while since we had one of these barrel things. Pew! Pew! Oh. What? Oh, come on. Stupid. You know, like, hold the grab button is not a natural thing. Wowzers. Wowzers. Well, at least I have these, like, million dozen other lives. Because, I'm gonna run out soon. It's just, I have too many. I don't have enough. I don't have enough. I'm never gonna make it to the end of Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. No! Did I do that again? Oh, goodness. Okay, so here's these weird little control nuances are screwing me up. and I don't like it. And yeah. I just don't find it interesting to hold 2 or 3 buttons at the same time. Maybe you do, but I certainly don't. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait. This is a pretty long sequence to have no checkpoints in the middle. Waiting. Get those bananas. Okay, now I hold the grab button. Ah, hooray! You know, that was weird. And it's weird that you just hold the grab button, because nothing else in this game is like a hold function. But, whatever. And there's another checkpoint, and there's a super angry walrus man. Oh. Okay, that was like in reverse to that other level. What? Oh, goodness. You deserve that. Well, at least you get all your, oh yeah, pogo stick. That's... Whoa! Wow, was that ever close. Ha! Okay, now hold the grab button. No! 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 That's why you don't want Cranky Kong at the end of this level, I would assume. Okay, raise your thing up. Do I even get anything? Man, this stage just steals my lives. And, yeah, again with this foolishness. Okay, now I have an actual character. There's some stages that Cranky Kong is good at. And you know what? That was just habit, and wow, that was bad. Am I really gonna lose this many lives in this one stage? Looks like it. Okay. See, this is why you shouldn't play these kinds of video games that talk about important things at the same time. Because you've got one train of thought trying to think about complex subjects, and then you got like your other brain going, hey, trying to coordinate here. Of course, the other problem with having Diddy Kong is that like if you hold the A button, you'll just float. So you actually don't want to float on this particular section. Unless it's like a little bit. Oh, wait, how did I... No! No, I don't want this. Wait, what? So, giant... Okay, so yeah. You know what? Giant snowflakes? Instant death. Yeah, that, you know, okay. I don't know what's going on with this stage, but man, has it ever, like, annoyed me? The first 2 stages are so good. Why did I go for the 3rd one? Oh, goodness. So literally, the giant snowflakes will murder you. Goodness. I don't care. I just want to hit the end of this stage, for goodness sake. And the giant icicles of death are not helping. Oh, pfft. And their hitbox is huge. So huge that you can't jump into the barrel. end this suffering. Like, what were the designers thinking? Like, oh yeah, here are giant icicles at the end for some reason. This is the first stage I could say that I don't really like. I don't think that's a mean thing to say. And it probably is more based on personal experience from this stupid video than it is anything about the actual stage in question, but it's just weird. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get this over with. Oh, and I gotta do this too. Oh, man, was that a struggle. Why? Why such struggle? I don't even know how long this video is going to be. I haven't been looking. But yeah, I'm sure I am way over the limit because that level took forever. So I'll see you guys later. Bye!